12th, Wednesday, 2023. Call to order. Roll call.
On to order at 6 p.m. Roll call. Director Greg Washington.
Here.
Director Alfred Wallace.
Here.
Director Rick Webb.
Here.
Vice President Ben Stewart.
Here.
Okay. President Byron Glennon.
Here.
We do have a quorum present. General Manager Kim Domingo.
Here.
Director of Public Works John Houghton. John is absent. I am the Director of Administration. My name is Sherry Pimp. Do we have legal counsel John Comer on the line with us?
We do.
Welcome back, John.
Welcome back,
Thank you.
John.
Thank you very much.
Would you rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And may the God we just pledged give this board wisdom to make decisions and overruled by his providence. There is an addition to the agenda. Second Amendment to our power of purchase agreement. You want to speak to that? It's going to be NB2, I believe.
Yes, Mr. President. Due to circumstances that could not have been reasonably foreseen by the board, that requires immediate attention and possible action by the board, and that make it impracticable to provide notice. Requesting to add item NB2, as you said, and which will be entitled Retroactive Approval of Second Amendment to Power Purchase Agreement with SSI Movement Solar LLC.
Any discussion?
I do have a question. It's going to be just about the second or third time now we are having that addition to the agenda. Is it that the people aren't getting things done, quick enough?
For whatever reason, Director Webb, we have had these type of issues come up the last, and believe me, it's a concern of mine too. And these are things that, when I get into this one, I understand why.
Well,
but no, the intent is to not do this.
I know what my concern is. If they're not making a priority, well, then we have to run with it. The people that bring it to you.
Yes.
If they're not making a priority, then we have to run with it.
Yeah.
That's not being fair to us.
That's absolutely correct.
What I'm trying to make with it.
Absolutely correct.
Okay, I'm good. I just want to ask that question. This is the first now they've done that stuff. Okay.
Any other discussion? We can discuss it more when we actually get to the new business item and have questions for it. But I need a motion to add this to the agenda.
Motion to add the second amendment to the power of purchase agreement.
Motion, Director Webb, second.
I just like to make one thing is that in the power purchase, at the top of it, the purchase is misspelled. We just need correction on that. So this is going to become a document that we sign into business, correct? Yeah, it's going to be. So it has PURCA. So just make notation of that. But other than that, I'll make a motion to accept it for the agenda.
So I have a second. Second NB2, Director Wallace. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. NB2 will be second addendum to the power purchase agreement. Public comment. Anyone out there or here who wants to speak? Now is the time for you to have the podium.
Emily Smith wants to speak. She was just appointed to the RMAC board.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to introduce myself. My name is Emily Smith, and I'm here just to support. I'm with the Roseman Municipal Advisory Committee, and I just wanted to be here just to support you guys and let you know that we're here along with you guys.
We appreciate every positive comment. Thank you, Beth.
I know what's going on. We're just here to be with you guys.
We're a secret society.
I know. That's coming in here. Well, anything that we can do for you guys, or we can help along with you guys, let us know.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Matt. Anybody on the phone that wants to make a comment to the board?
Roseman News is here. John Joyce reporting for print and online.
Thank you, John. I haven't done the roll call, but you moved us right into that. Anybody else out there who wants to let us know that you're on the via teleconference? Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Mr. President, question. Did we vote to approve the agenda, or we just made the motion? I started talking.
Did we vote to approve the agenda? No.
I'm sorry, we did not.
We did not. We just voted.
Yeah, I asked the question. I think we just kept going straight through there.
Yeah, my
We
apologies.
just added two to the agenda. So we need to back up, and I need a motion to approve the.
Well, I made the motion. I think Albert seconded, but we never voted. I think we just kept going. Did you make the motion?
No, you did.
Yeah, we did vote on it. We voted to add the amendment, so that's it, right?
So we voted to approve the agenda with the addition of the item.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. I need a motion for consent calendar CC1, review of the check register.
So moved, Director Stewart.
Second, Director Webb.
Motion by Director Stewart, second by Director Webb. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. CC1. I need a motion to approve the minutes, MB1, from regular board meeting on June the 28th.
I make a motion.
Motion, Director Washington. Second.
I'll second.
Second, Director Wallace. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. New business, NB1. Approve a non-profit activity for the district property, East Kern Economic Alliance. Would like to use our facility tomorrow from 2 to 3:30. General Manager for the new.
Thank you, Mr. President. Richard Chapman of the East Kern Economic Alliance contacted us about using our facilities. They are a nonprofit. They have insurance requirements. And since you on May 10th enacted the policy of non-profit activity on district property, one of the steps that needs to happen is that you need to approve the use. So this is a request for approved use, and that indeed that will happen tomorrow.
They met here before, and we're as far east as they go. And so it's actually kind of giving us special kudos to meet here because they're coming from completely north of us.
Yeah.
And it's a positive thing for the community of Roseman. I'm sure that there'll be MAC representatives there also. It's a pretty good group that usually comes out. I've gone to before. About 20 people show up from all over East Kern.
It is a good meeting. I've attended them when I was on RMAC. Real informative.
Nice to know what's happening.
Yeah. But I had a question. Is there anyone currently from Roseman representing?
Yes.
On the, can the Roseman News answer that? Or
Yes.
I know
Yes.
John attends quite a few of the meetings.
Yes. I have represented Roseman for about 5 years.
Okay.
I know Mr. Chapman, did he go to China yet, or is he going? I know he's scheduled to either go to China or maybe he's already been, but I was reading someplace that because of the work they've been doing with something in Bakersfield, the transportation of one time, he's going to China or someplace outside the country. He's going to D.C. He's going to D.C. They asked him to come to D.C. and tell him about the work he's been doing. So maybe if he's been there, maybe you can ask him. But I read that someplace about it.
Any more discussion? Can I have a motion to approve the NB1?
I second.
Motion, Director Webb. Second, Director Washington. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. I'm sorry, Dan, I keep stepping on you. Don't I? I'm moving too quick. All right. NB2, Second Amendment to the Power Purchase Agreement. Already talked about a little bit. Is there any more questions for the General Manager?
Actually, I have just an explanation of why this happened.
Okay.
So on April 26, 2023, the board approved the consent to collateral assignment and equipment subordination for the water reclamation facility solar project. The consent allows SSI Roseman Solar to obtain financing for the installed equipment. The consent referenced the power purchase agreement, also known as PPA, and the First Amendment to the PPA. The PPA, as amended, referenced the commercial operation date, COD, of July 15, 2022, and the target COD of October 15, 2022. SSI did not achieve COD at either of those dates. In fact, they just recently completed COD at May 18, 2023. So in order to approve the financing, the lender required the correct COD. So really, this amendment just corrects the actual commercial operation date for the facility, and that's all it does.
I understand there's new regulations coming down with solar for homes.
It's already passed. That's the next.
Yeah, and the older ones are grandfathered. I don't know if it affects this or not, as far as how much you get back from
As far as the tax credit?
Yeah.
It's as far as your solar makes more than you need, they give you a check. I just got a check though. They cut it from 100% to 25.
Yeah. So this particular facility is grandfathered under the old rules.
Okay. Any other questions?
You got yours in just in time.
Yeah, just in time. I have a motion for NB2.
Motion to approve the.
Motion, Director Webb. Second. I'll second. Second, Director Wallace. All in favor, say aye. 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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. NB2. Presentation, water reclamation plant update.
See that Mr. Becker is not present. That's okay. He's working hard out the plant. The plant is still scheduled to be done by the end of this month, so they're working hard to correct all the punch list items. And if that date changes, the Jonah will report that out at the next meeting.
I was watching Newsmax, and I usually am okay with Newsmax. I wanted to throw a brick at my television. They were discussing California's toilets and taps that they're trying to do, and they were talking about a project like ours. And they're so misinformed of what water reclamation really is. I think that way back a number of years ago when they got that toilet and tap comment from San Diego, it has permeated in. That's what people think. There is no new water on the planet. Period. It goes back to the earth, and the earth filters it, and we pump it out of the earth. That's the plan, and it's worked like that for a long time. And to let the water and the sewer plant evaporate into the air still brings it back, but we get absolutely no credit for it when it happens that way. So this is very beneficial to Roseman, giving us credit to be able to pump, and we have been limited because of that. But this is on the cutting edge, and we really need to realize that we are out front on this issue in California, and some of the news stations don't quite understand water reclamation. All right. Let's see. Director's reports. I guess I already stuck my mouth in there. Director Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't really have much to talk about tonight. Did want to mention, thought this month's newsletter was very good. It mentioned recognition of our groundwater replenishment innovation as Director Glennon has mentioned, also talked about the detriment of our wipes to our sewer system, and it even mentioned cooling centers in Roseman. So really good newsletter this month. I know Director Wallace has mentioned the newsletter at a couple RMAC meetings, and there's been some discussion about it. So we may be onto something good with this newsletter. So keep up the good work with it. I really like what I saw this month. I took a peek at the water bill, but wanted to see more what was on that newsletter. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate the newsletter too. I leave it on my computer a few days. But you do a good job. It's excellent. And I tried, like we said, at RMAC, I tried to tell people, you need to read that newsletter.
Do you want to tell us anything about fishing recently?
I got skunks. So there's nothing to tell.
Nothing to tell.
But I did get there.
Yeah, okay.
Windy Portal was beautiful. And we was going up 14. We might have hit 395. And we heard the loudest noise. It just scared the wailing out of us. A jet was about 100 feet above us. That happened in Kern River one time. We were sleeping about 3 o'clock in the morning. He come down that canyon. And they say they're testing whatever it is makes the flame raise up when it hits the mountain. They're testing that. Yeah.
All right. Director Stewart.
Evening, everybody. I apologize for not being there in person. I attended the AVIC meeting last night, and what I took away was the appreciation for our relationship we have between our general manager and the human resources, a.k.a. Sherry, Director of Administration. I feel we work well together, and I just want to say I definitely appreciate the relationship we have. Also, General Manager Mingo found out about we've been invited to attend an open house at National Clay Pipe Institute. So I think he's going to be sending some of our field staff. It's at Mission Clay. It's a place that makes the vitrified clay pipe, which they keep extending the life expectancy of, so it'd be for the sewer lines. So I look forward to seeing us being represented at that event. I think that's coming up in September. And that's all I got.
Thank you, sir.
Director Rep. Hey, good evening, everyone. A couple things. First of all, the billing. Sherry, this is seeing your people on the billing part. Thank you for that, because not only did you guys get the billing done, but you get a lot of people helping and then get caught up. So I think that's taking the burden off everybody's brain. So good on that. Mr. GM, again, I'm going to ask you to look at the trash hauling here and also street sweeping, because I think that it could be done better, because what we're getting from the companies we're having is not good. It's kind of a little disappointing. And then this is to the website. When I get the chance, I look at other utilities' websites, and we don't take a backseat to the big boys, folks. Our website, for who we are, is not a bad website. There's good content, and it's easy to get around. I think that's the most thing around people like websites where it's kind of difficult. The last thing, and this is to the directors, the site is RCAC. They have 2-hour training blocks. I'm going to encourage everybody. I do about 2 a week, and I get more of those than I get out from the seminars. It's a lot of the things is about the people who are actually doing the work, and basically, they field some questions, but 2 hours of educational stuff. One that I attended recently was when we do a rate study, they were talking about how you can use the information from the census to see your population or whatever, it might all come together. So I know we all have different experiences, but I would challenge any of us to take a look at it every 2 hours worth the while, because some of the information that we're getting from the seminars, they're putting on in a 2-hour block and not stretching it out for 8 hours. That's all I have, and thank you, folks.
Hey, you know that trash you was talking about? I don't know if Emily was you at that RMAC meeting when they was there?
Yes.
And them people from that trash company, they were shocked. They were shocked because they had a lot of unhappy people.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them unhappy. Yeah, they did. The people from the trash company was very good.
They were seemed very concerned.
Yes.
And was willing to make it easier for us to contact them with any of our concerns. And if we have any concerns, for us to contact them directly. And we're willing to come out and take care of the issues right away.
We get something done.
Yeah.
All right. Can I get that name again?
Yeah, it's rgh.org.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they got stuff for operators, board members, staff, it's the whole thing.
All right. General counsel update. Tell us what you've been doing, fella.
Nothing. I had a little trip with the family and am now sitting back at my desk, and I don't want to lie and say I'm happy to be back, but I'm happy to be back.
Did they leave everything sitting on your desk, or did somebody pick it up and do some of it?
Oh, no, the stack got bigger, as usual.
You know, sometimes we need a vacation after a vacation. You have to come home to rest after vacation.
True story.
All right. John Master update. Jim Domingo.
Just a few items, just updates on the Diamond Street property. We're in the process of obtaining a demolition quote. Expect those probably by the next meeting. And then there are, just FYI, there have been 2 inquiries on the property. So people are interested. On the 20th Street property, still meeting or still in conversation with a potential lessee. So we're still pursuing that lead on the 20th Street property. And Vice President Stewart mentioned the trip to go see the Mission Clay Pipe, and indeed our staff is putting together a team to go down and for that open house. So they're looking forward to that. Sherry's going to talk about an upcoming blood drive, so hopefully some of you can participate. That's all I have.
Any questions for the general manager?
Real quick, you said 2 people extra. Is that that's in Diamond?
Yes.
To do what?
To
Goodbye.
purchase.
Oh, okay.
Director of Administration update. Sherry.
Thank you, Mr. President. So last meeting, I previously reported the number of shut-off notices in Dorking and notifying of pending shut-offs were substantially reduced between the 2 months. So this month, we've only had a total of 9 shut-offs.
Oh, wow.
Versus last month, we had 47 actually.
Wow.
So whatever, I really think the staff is eventually towards doing an outstanding job of outreach. We don't have to, but I feel it's the right thing to do. So I'm very happy with those results. We've actually had 4 people on payment arrangements pay off their payment arrangements. We have about 48 current payment arrangements on file. We've also received notice of 1 additional LEVOP, that's a low-income water assistance program. The payment that we received is $629, so that will pay off one of our customers' water bills. And there is still funds available from what I understand. So our customers, again, it's not through the district, it's through the administrator of Town Resource Center in Mojave, our local folks.
How are we telling them that? Do we let them know, or how do they find out?
Well, when they call the office, our staff is informing them. We were talking about maybe putting something in the newsletter for this go-round while there's still funds left. Because it's first come, first served. And it's based on it's income-based. They don't qualify for it. But that has been very, very helpful for some of our customers. So inception to date, we have received $4,324 from that program to benefit our customers. July has been a really busy month for district administration and finance, bringing a fiscal year to an end and preparing for the new fiscal year for what we need to do. So we've been busy, preparing for changes for the new fiscal year. We're also still working with auditors they ask for certain things, so the audit is still ongoing. We should be wrapping up the first part of August, I would anticipate. We also just completed of our consultants to come in and do the right to know training. We did CPR. We talked about COVID. It was very informative. And as Kim mentioned, we have a blood drive. So just a reminder, the Red Cross blood drive is going to be held here at the district boardroom on August 3rd from 12 to 6 p.m. It is strongly suggested that those that wish to donate blood do make an appointment. I do have information for directors that this will be going out. We just received this information today from the Red Cross. So this will be in our newsletter. We're going to do an email blast as well to get the word out to our customers. And we're also going to encourage staff to donate blood. And I do would like to get some direction from our board of directors to see if we would consider having our district employees be able to use company time to donate blood.
I would say yes. Yeah, I don't have a problem at all. I don't have a problem with it.
We'll bring a practice on the 20th.
Question before you ourselves in trouble. Is that a meet confer with the union people about them with time? Because what if someone doesn't want to donate blood, they just want to take the time off?
Well, we can approach.
I'm saying,
yeah, we can approach that. We have not.
Good question. Thank you.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that's all I have to report on.
Thanks, ma'am. Public Works update. John Houghton.
Mr. Houghton had an emergency at home that he had to attend to. There is a field operations report as part of your packet. Are there any questions?
I like the new format. I guess you could put it that way. It's very informative, and the pictures help a lot too.
Yeah, I agree. I like it too.
Thank you. I'll make sure that John and his staff are aware, know that you guys appreciate it.
Question, you've outlined in numerical order part of the field operation. Is number 7 part of number 1? The manhole inspection.
Yes.
Is number 7 part of number 1, the manhole inspection?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, great.
All right. Any other issues or comments before we adjourn?
What happened to your dad?
Huh?
What happened to your dad?
Oh, I didn't do anything.
I have one question for Sherry. What's the date of the blood drive?
August 3rd.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second, Director Webb. Second by Director Washington. We are adjourned at 6:30.
Call the vote. Call the vote.
Vote to all in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, we are adjourned.